Yo, Demon Slayer is $30.
All right, here we go. There we go. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. How are you guys doing? So, before we get started with anything, first, my man, that one man up in here. What's good,
What's
brother?
going
What's
on?
good?
What's going
Uh,
on? What's going on?
what's going on? Before we do anything, first, it's a whole bunch of spoiler warnings. If you haven't seen the movie yet, leave the stream right now. But also, I do want to apologize. Man, we got busy. I got tired, and so enough of the excuses. But we here now. We here to
We
talk
live,
about it. We live, man. We ready to go. So if y'all ain't read the title, welcome to part 2. This is our final thoughts. Spoiler warnings. There will be no countdown because we're about to go in.
Yeah, nah, this is like straight spoiler. Straight spoiler.
We about to go in. We're about to go in, and then we're gonna. Of course, we got to do a lot of go. We can't. Everything we want to talk about. One recording is not going to do it. So, anyways, Mike, I'm gonna let you go ahead and start us off, bro. Go ahead.
Alright, so I think the last thing we talked about was Mbaku, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
I believe that was the last thing we talked about.
Alright, you know what, man? We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna talk about Queen Ramonda again, man. Start off with this, man.
Man.
Okay.
Man, I'm sorry. Hey, go ahead.
I got something. I'm first spoiler, because I'm gonna go ahead and just open it up with this. It's gonna look punching you on the face with this, all right? The fact that she did everything that she could to save Ironheart and kill herself in the process of it, bro.
Oh man, look, like okay, like when she was swimming up. When she was swimming up, I was like,
I thought she had it.
I thought she had it. I mean, I really thought she had it.
Okay, so basically what happened, right? Namor, he infiltrated Wakanda again for the second time. This time, putting hurt on the Wakandans and trying to hinder everybody in the village, destroying buildings and everything else like that. The Queen kind of taunting Namor in his face. You know, he got him really upset, so he started punching the glass. He couldn't do anything, so he's like, "All right, bet I got something for you. I'll be right back." He comes back.
Yeah, I ain't know what he was gonna bring back when he like went down. I was like, I'm thinking he gonna like leave him alone, but I didn't know what was gonna happen.
Me neither. So he comes back with a big handful of water bombs and ends up throwing it against the glass. Shatters the glass, floods the entire throne room. The entire throne room. And the floor below it.
He literally flooded everything. Everything, bro. I'm like...
So the two people that were in the throne room was, at this point, Riri Williams, aka Ironheart, and Queen Ramonda, Queen of Wakanda. Riri goes down first. The Queen goes and tries to save her.
Right.
She's swimming up with her, and the scene kind of cuts and then comes back to Shuri running in the room, seeing her mom floating on top of the water.
Oh my god! Then they put the bees on them, trying to resuscitate them.
Right.
And it's like.
At this point, it's like Nakia. I think Nakia was the one that pulls them out of the water, right?
Yeah, he's the one that pulled them out. And so I'm thinking it's like maybe they can get him out of time. Maybe that's why I kept saying, because you saw Riri, spit the water out. I was like, okay, it's a cool. I said you can't let Riri die. That's what they need. But when I saw Ramona not waking up, I'm like, no, like, come on.
Yeah,
bro.
so the bees turn red when they touch the Queen's her bracelet. She's gone. Shuri shatters. I'm talking about shatters. She just starts bawling out crying.
Bro, then what Namor said was so cold.
Yeah. Then Namor comes back with a whole threat talking about well, you guys got a week. Bury her dead. And takes off.
and takes off, bro. He's like, bury your dead, mourn, you have to mourn, but he's like, you have one.
Yeah, mourn. He said mourn who you gotta mourn, something like that, and bury your dead, and it just takes off. What?
I mean, I was like, cause my mind like, what just happened? It's like I couldn't like. It was kind of hard for me to process that, like for a good minute. Then I'm like, bro, what? It's like who? I can't.
The fact that Shuri literally had to bury her last two members of her family.
Yeah,
That hurt.
Yeah.
I was like, dang.
I know people were like, some people out there really didn't care for the movie, but for plot contrivances, for plot wise, I get why they did what they did with it. Because like because again, this original movie was supposed to be for T'Challa. It's like the story, but so we gotta again had to rewrite the whole script. Like this is what we got to do. What we got. So that's what got me like again.
Before we move on, real quick, I found something out yesterday, Drew.
Okay.
Found out that Angela Bassett went to Ryan Coogler before this movie was finished with production.
What?
And she said that she did not want to accept the fact that her character dies.
What?
She was a little upset about that.
What?
Mm-hmm. She didn't want to accept that at all.
I'm gonna say it again. What?
Yeah, she wasn't too happy about that at all.
So you're telling me? Oh.
Yeah, no, she literally went up to Ryan Coogler and was like, yo, like, there's nothing to do about this at all.
Oh, God.
Yeah. I think she wanted to come back for another Black Panther, man.
Welcoming you back, Flight Lieutenant.
I'd probably have her come back in a flashback. Oh my goodness!
Yeah, I just found that out. Just found that out yesterday, bro.
Oh my God, bro!
Mm-hmm.
It hurts even more now, Mike. That hurts.
I mean, look. Okay, so.
Okay. Wow, that hurts.
I guess that kind of yeah, dude. Tell me about it. So that kind of goes back to M'Baku and what we were talking about. How
yeah.
So much, right?
Yep.
The dialogue that he had with Shuri after the Queen died was actually one of the most powerful dialogues that I've heard.
Yeah, because like God, what did he say? He was saying like
He basically was like, he said everything that you've been through. He said everything that the world. No, I think he said something like everything that the world has thrown at you. I still can't believe that anyone would look at you as a child.
Right.
I'm like, yo, and it's like it kind of makes you remember that Shuri is actually one of the youngest relatives, or as the youngest ones of royalty. She was really only like in her early 20s.
Right, it's like. Because what got me like again with M'Baku, in a sense, because again again first part we can't talk about too much, but we were sitting there saying like he had some character growth. He was he just wasn't a muscle bound meathead. That dude was actually like he spent some knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
And he really especially leading towards to the end fight scene. Where he was like, it's like we don't need to kill him. It's like, but remember what people are saying. Remember what your brother and your mother stood for. Mm-hmm. And Shuri was extremely upset. But we gonna touch more on that in a bit. But I look, okay. Since we've been holding back, I got.
Do you remember? It was crazy. You remember what Shuri said after he said that? She was like, "What? Where is the M'Baku that didn't care about traditions or anything like that?"
Yeah. Well,
so
I forgot what M'Baku said.
So good.
Yeah, that dialogue between Shuri and M'Baku was like, wow. I was like,
Mm, no, that's what he said. He was talking about how he said he made a promise to her brother.
Yep.
To be a
That's right. That's true. You say he made a promise to her brother. Yep.
to be a good console or something like that. I can't remember exactly how he said it, but
I know
T'Challa
he said.
basically made him royal. He made him a royal consulate
Yeah.
and an adversary, and that's what happened with
Yep.
that. But
That's
dude,
that's that. That's exactly what happened with that.
man,
That's exactly what happened with that.
2 funerals in one movie though. True.
Yeah, bro. That's hard. That's hard. But I've been holding back. I gotta talk about Namor, for example. I gotta talk about this to me was maybe my biggest. I won't say gripe, but putting it higher, like getting like on my movie rating scale. Like for me, like again, like the reason they what they call the Tulakan now, and not Atlantis, they want something more grounded. They didn't want to follow the DC route where Aquaman or Arthur Curry, because they're Atlantis. So like when they said that, when I heard they didn't want to use Atlantis, think about this now. Remember Endgame? Endgame was or if anyone they end up in space, right?
Mm-hmm.
So remember what happened with the Fox X-Men where for the Dark Phoenix one when they did it for the second time, they didn't want to follow that, but it messed Dark Phoenix up for not doing
Right,
that.
it messed it all the way up. Right.
Yeah, it messed all the way up. So that's what I thought about when I heard that. I was like, okay. So, but then they did. I will give them credit that it like way they told the story was pretty okay.
Yeah, no,
Like I will admit their little greeting signs. They're doing the Kamehameha though. I'm just saying. But I didn't mind. I wish. Now, do I want it to be Atlantis? Yes, I do, because that's Namor all the way around. Now, another reason why I did really want to watch it because people was complaining about, oh, they changed his name. Sorry, what they changed his name to? It's like it's not. It's like Namor or something like that. But
supposed to be Namor.
Yeah, Namor. Thank you. So, but again, how they explained it made it somewhat okay for me because the way the guy said, like, pretty much, when Namor was, mom was pregnant with him, they consumed, they ate the vibranium. Yeah, because like they couldn't breathe the air, so pretty much he was born underwater. And I did like they put this touch on there. I love the fact that he said mutant. I was like, cool, because they really is trying to bring in X-Men. They trying to figure out how to do it. So until we get Apocalypse, Namor is the oldest mutant right now.
Right.
So, but the scene where his mom died, I think we touched on it in the first part, but not all the way. But when his mom died, he said, "Hey, I don't want to die underwater. I want to be on the surface. I want to die on the surface." When they brought his mom back to the surface world, and that's when all the Aztecians,
everybody was getting enslaved and everything.
Everybody was getting enslaved and all that, and so he was like, then they try to attack him, and they more butcher him. That's when the priest said, "The child without love, Namor." I hope I'm saying that. If I'm not, please forgive me or let me know in the comments.
I think the translation was El Novio Sin Amor.
Yeah, it's something like that. But the crazy thing is, they only said that name twice, but then everybody else, other cats, call him Namor. So again, that wasn't an issue for me.
Yeah, do I want him? Really a name change. It was just that he was.
Yes. So when people made that into a big deal,
like
right,
American dialect that he said the name. It wasn't really necessarily a name change. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So again, I was cool. I won't say cool. I was okay how they presented that. So like at least they
nothing.
Like I said, that's why I happens. At least they what's the word I want to say? At least they're like, okay, like this is what we're going to do, but at the same time, we know the OG fans or the like I said, we're gonna make sure they pretty much please both sides of me in that aspect. So I was actually okay with that. So everybody who made a big deal about that, hooping and hollering about it, I was like, yo, it's okay. He's still Namor, guys. He just do. But when his people say it, they say it like that. And mind you, the the tall council, sorry again, didn't say it like that. It was okay. So again, not.
Most of them they called him Cuckoo Khan, which I thought.
Yeah, Cuckoo Khan. So yeah, so again, so
that's
that's
real good touch in that movie, man. To call him the winged serpent in the water, that was dope.
Yeah.
That was dope.
So again,
that made a lot of sense. Like that kind of tied in the Aztecs to like the water, and it kind of explained the wings on his feet. Not really explained it, but it gave meaning to the wings on his feet. And it's not just this guy lives in the water. Why does he need wings? Type deal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So again, it makes sense, and like I said, so it wasn't much of a much of a big gripe, but it's pretty much a pet peeve.
It was a slight change for the comics.
Yeah, slight change, but it was like a minor change, but people took it out of proportion. Like was really that was really it. So, but other than that, Riri though, man, like her introduction was so fun, especially with
her introduction was so funny. Okay, look, let me be the first.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, so the fact that Okoye and Shuri were bickering outside of the college, right? That already had me dead, and then it was just like, you're not gonna be able to blend in. You know, let me just go ahead and do it. She was like, "What? Is it my makeup? Is it my makeup? Is it a different color? No, you're fine. Don't worry about that. You're okay." And then like they go to the college, Shuri's just sitting here talking to her, and she's like, "Okay. I'll go with you. That's fine. Don't worry about it. You know, let me just go use the restroom real quick." And then she goes and opens the door to the restroom. Okoye just pops her big head out of the
She's like, I gave you 5 minutes.
She was like, "Yeah, I did tell you 5 minutes. I gave you 6."
She was like, then Riri started making fun of Okoye. See all that ash on you. I'm like, what? I'm like, dang, let's go harder.
So it goes and laughs, and she just looks at her.
Yeah, Shuri laughed at her, man. Oh my god.
Yeah, that whole little sisterly bond that they have, man, was great.
Oh man.
Great. Man, okay, and then you remember what Okoye said to her too? She was like, she said something about, she was like, "Put it down, little girl."
She's like, "Put it down, little girl." She's like, "You got 2 choices. Either you can come willingly with us," what she say, "or I'll knock you out." Or
yeah.
Not sure. I'm sorry, Riri. I mean, Okoye. I'm sorry, Okoye.
Yeah, Okoye said that. Okoye did say that. She was like, she can knock her out and she come with us then. But then Riri still didn't want to go. She picks up the heater. You remember that? She picks up that big space heater and was about to throw it at Okoye. And then Shuri was like, no, never mind. Let's go. Let's just go. Don't worry about it. When a big scary water man comes and kills you.
Oh man.
So, yeah, don't worry about that. And then Okoye turns around and is like, have fun protecting yourself with your little space heater. And then they both like walk off. It's like, wait.
Oh, good. Man, like I don't know if you noticed, but Disney's doing a show called because the reason I mention this is because they go to Riri's garage. Now, this is doing a show called Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur. Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur, they are Marvel. Moon Girl is one of the smartest minds in Marvel, almost nearly passing Reed Richards. So on her desk, I think it was like, I can't remember the exact color of the little Funko that Riri had. I simply nobody still ain't saying anything about it. But it had Moon Girl on there. I was like, yo, that's Moon Girl. I was like, okay, because like,
I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, bro, I looked at that boy like, I was like, yo, that's Moon Girl. Cause I think she had like a yellow and pink outfit. That's what I want to say. Cause they are Marvel characters. Disney got an animation coming up for like, I don't know, sometime next year. Only reason I know about Moon Girl, I think she was part of the Runaways. That's what I want to say that. But that was
that does sound right.
Yeah, so God, I missed that show too though. That was actually a good show. I enjoyed it.
It's on Disney Plus.
I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna watch that jump from the beginning.
I think the Runaways.
Yeah, you're right. It is on Disney Plus. It is on Disney Plus. But now the reason they going to get Riri because she's the one that made the machine that the vibranium, and then if you remember in like when they went to this
Okay, hold on.
Okay.
yes, she made the machine to track the vibranium underwater, but she
Right.
kind of got conned into
Yeah, I just think
basically
I was about to say that she got conned into doing
yeah,
that
yeah, it
cause
got
you got
conned. She got conned to selling to the government.
yeah. Cause remember the teacher challenged her that she couldn't make it, but she did. But they didn't know. But she didn't know that they was using her or getting or I might say getting conned into doing that.
Right.
So
She didn't know. She just thought it was
yeah.
just a little, friendly wager, like, oh, let's test your smarts and see exactly how smart you are. And it's crazy
Right.
because you remember they did tell you they was like, look, this is one of the only young adults that has an IQ of over 160. This girl is
Right.
really smart.
Yeah, Riri is
160
really
IQ is ridiculous.
like if you remember in the comics, because I had to go back and look at the comics again. Now I can get why. Okay, just hear me out, everybody. Now, people, I remember before the movie came out, people was complaining like, "Oh, Riri gonna be smarter than Tony. She gonna be better than Iron Man." Blah blah blah. She's just as smart as Tony. I get in some rich people not caring for mantle swapping or whatever the case being. But I felt they did somewhat good job with her character because like Riri did struggle, but she didn't struggle enough. But I wanted them, especially when she showed her prototype suit, which I actually do like. Her prototype suit was actually pretty good. I will give it that. It was definitely good. I liked it. And so pretty much that's how Riri was smart. She was smart, and Tony helped her not only help her refine her suit, but he made it better than the comic books. Which again, I love her suit in the final battle.
Man.
I love it. Her suit look actually kind of with the introduction of Riri, man. It made me more interested in the show. Again, me and Mike, we talked about it off stream before because because after seeing that, I was like, okay. After seeing the movie, I was like, I really want to watch.
Dude, I'm gonna be
watch the
honest,
show.
I've been excited for Ironheart, man.
Like I'm sorry, like I said, I think there was a good start for Ironheart. It really was because I was thinking to myself that hopefully when she get introduced, I hope it get me interested in watching the show. Because honestly, I'm being real with y'all. You know, I do like Ironheart. I don't know how I feel about the show because right now this whole movie is besides Guardians, but this whole show depends on Disney Plus. Like Agatha, I'm not. As right now, me personally, I'm not really ready for that Wonder Man.
I need to know a little bit more of the plot from Agatha. Man.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like,
because I feel like that's like a brick wall that they're trying to they might hit with this show. I don't think that that's necessary unless they're once again. I think it might just be like an introduction to another character.
Yeah. I think that like I said, 'cause I do know that Wiccan supposed to be a part, so hopefully they bring Speed in as well. So,
They haven't
but
really been talking about Speed though. Have you noticed that?
yeah. And like,
it's all Wiccan talk. It was like if you
right.
really think about the two boys, it's only been Wiccan.
It's only been exactly. So I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know for sure. I need to see more. I need more information. So that way I can be like, okay, I'm ready to watch it. Because right now, I'm not truly excited for Agatha. As of right now, I'm not. So hopefully until then they can give us something to get me excited for this. But
you know
go ahead.
what else I heard though?
What's that?
There's a lot of people complaining saying that they should just go ahead and kill Ross off of the Marvel universe. Like everybody's just
really.
Mm-hmm. I get tired of seeing him, which I get it. He's a dying character too, man. There's nothing really he needs else but to be.
I mean, well, like Ross was don't you know Ross is Martin Freeman's character? Y'all know what we talking about. But Ross' character, I mean, okay, to be you're right. He had next to little to do in this particular movie. But I will admit, it was funny when Okoye said that, man, when he was.
Yo, the fact that she said she was like a colonizer in chains now, I've seen everything in my life. Yeah, that was funny. Okay,
that was funny. But I don't like maybe possibly they might do in the third or fourth film. I don't know because I know he's married to what's her name, Veronica. I am not gonna say her whole last name. The junk is hard. I'm not gonna hurt myself. I'm not gonna hurt my brain with that. Yeah, I forget that. But yeah, I was surprised that they was actually a couple. I think Veronica is actually a Marvel character. I don't know about Ross, but I think Veronica is. But
What's his name?
you know,
First
I
name
can
Everett,
not
right? Everett Ross. That's his name, right?
Everett Ross. Yeah, because I
Everett
don't
Ross.
know if he's I don't know if he is an actual Marvel character. I don't know if he is, or he just
He
something
might
that's
be.
made
He
up for.
might just be like so small scale that they kind of just blew his character up a little
Yeah,
bit just to
yeah,
give him fillers for the MCU. That
yeah.
could be.
That could definitely it. But hey, we're going. Yeah, it's still on the road. But all right, the one scene that impacted me the most, bro. Again, we talked about it a little bit in part one, I believe. But when Okoye, okay, before I mention the powerful scene, but that fight scene Okoye had with Atuma, oh my god,
Yeah.
that's that.
Wait. Which one? Which one? The
Oh,
first one
the
or the
first one, the
second
first
one?
one, the first one.
Okay.
The second one, not so much, but the first one was
It
to me
was
was
the
so
one.
much better.
Yeah. The whole bridge scene, bro. When she
Uh,
tried to take out all three of the
all three of them,
what do they call them,
bro.
guardians or whatever, and
Yeah,
then they had to fight Atuma afterwards.
ah,
Yo, dude. Okay, that was good. That scene was really good. I'll give that to you.
that whole fight scene was just. Oh, I just had just shaking my head. I was like, "Yo, this fight scene is good. This is one of the best fight scenes I've
Dude, the
seen so
fact
far."
that he knocked her head into that vibranium spear, bruh,
Oh,
had
bro,
me
yeah, dog,
dead.
that right there was like, it's like, wow, wow. But yeah,
It
so
kind of
pretty
just
much,
it gives everything from that movie kind of more purpose. It shows you how strong Okoye really is.
right.
Take on really three people, and that's them to take on this big dude afterwards and hang with him now. She wasn't just getting beat up.
Oh, she was hanging with him.
She wasn't just getting beat up now.
She was
It
definitely
was
hanging
bad.
with him.
It shows you how strong vibranium is because when their
Right.
weapons clash,
And mind you,
like yo,
the Tulakan, their vibranium was more raw than it is
it's not
Wakanda.
refined.
Yeah, it's not refined. Yes, thank you. It's not refined, but good lord, bro. And which is going to say this because I told my buddy Mike about this. Now, yesterday I was doing a little bit more research. So this I can't remember this lady name on YouTube, but her so far her video got banned or wherever, I forgot wherever happened to it. So she asked the question, said, "Where are the men at in Wakanda in Black Panther Wakanda Forever?" Said, "Why are the men like they all getting beat up?" I disagree because again, you look at Atuma who beat up Okoye. He literally beat her up. Then when Namor came and fought came to Wakanda the second time, he beat up M'Baku. So I'm like,
even if right, even if you
right,
just talk about the Wakandans and the soldiers of Wakanda, the soldiers
right,
of Wakanda were Okoye's group.
and pretty much mostly women.
Yeah, look,
So
M'Baku ain't got nothing to do with T'Challa. M'Baku was a whole nother tribe that lived in Wakanda.
exactly,
That separated themselves and moved themselves into the mountains. They're a whole nother tribe.
exactly, bro. And so I feel like again, everybody's entitled to their opinion. It's whatever it is. But I feel like certain stuff is like it's just for clout. Like that one lady who talked about.
Look, it was just for clout because if you look at it, right? If you look at it,
Mm-hmm.
though, in Black Panther, in the first Black Panther, there was one other group of men, and that was Okoye's husband's group.
Yep.
We don't know what happened to her husband.
Exactly,
And all
bro.
those guys
Right.
after, because he lost his power. Period. He lost his power because he went against Wakanda and the king.
Yep.
He lost his power. That we know for a fact.
For a fact, we did. You do. That's exactly what we do
His
know.
group got disbanded because they all turned their back against Wakanda.
Yep.
We don't know if they got exiled, if they just got put back
Right.
in the common population. We don't know exactly what happened.
Exactly.
They're still there. They're still men in the movie.
Right, and
I feel like her gripe is that there weren't enough men on the
I I I
in the
guess, but
face of
then
the scene. Like
but
he didn't really. It wasn't too much action between men.
right.
But you remember though, True. You remember what Ryan Coogler said?
Yeah, I was about to say, go ahead, go ahead and bring that up. Go ahead and
Yeah,
bring that up.
he basically said that Wakanda Forever was mainly going to be focused around the women. This is old news.
Yeah, yep. So again, like I said, like I feel like people who like remember the I don't know if you remember the one lady, the black lady I told you about, where she sit there and said like white people, if you buy tickets for Wakanda Forever, giving the black folks, I'm like, this movie's made
That's
for
so
everybody.
stupid, bro. That's
Yeah, I was
so
like, this
stupid.
movie's made for everybody. It's like, where, like, where,
That's so
like,
stupid, man.
like, come
I don't
on,
know,
see,
like that's like some modern day segregation, man.
I was just, and that's what I'm saying. Like, that's modern day segregation, bro. I'm like, come on now,
That's so
stop doing that.
stupid, man. And the fact that it's coming from a black person too, that's like really that's kind of
Yeah, but
grotesque, honestly, if you think about
yeah,
it. But
it
it's like
is. It don't.
it's really distasteful, man. I don't know why they. She shouldn't do that.
Yeah, I don't know because she was like, "That's our movie." I'm like, "No, it's movie made for everybody." So, do you know who made Black Panther? The character, a white man, Stan Lee. So, what makes you? What gives you the right to say that? But anyway,
Right.
I digress. Moving on. Now I gotta
Man.
talk about the most impactful scene to me. The one scene that got me, one of the best scenes over. When Okoye came back and told the Queen what happened to not just Shuri but Riri when they got captured, bro. That monologue, that monologue that Angela Bassett had. Again, tears. It was even worse when Okoye was just saying like Queen, I've been doing this for so long. I was like, I've been faithful to the family for so long. Then she's like, then when she said that, so you turn your back on the king, my son. When the Killmonger came in, I was like, oh man, I forgot about that. The way she, cause like, she came back to T'Challa's side in the first movie.
No, she didn't. She didn't. You remember Okoye didn't? What she said was she acknowledged Okoye for being there when Killmonger came. She said that she said you were there with me with everything. You ended up helping me go to M'Baku for help. You remember that? She said that.
Yep.
Okay, so that's what that was. But the whole thing with the whole Killmonger thing, it was what the other guy in the consulate said. He said, you got to remember, this woman
if I find anything, I'll let
put
you
a spear to her husband and almost killed her husband for Wakanda.
Yeah.
And
bro.
Queen Amanda was just like, I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm not having it. This ain't.
And mind you, she said she said like her whole family is gone. Keyword, she said gone. She didn't say dead. She said gone because she didn't know if Shuri was still alive or not. But that whole when Okoye tears, I mean like, bro, I was moved, man.
Yeah,
I was like,
that was an award-winning performance right there from both of them, man.
Like serious, like Angela Bassett get best actress, and I can't remember the day who played Okoye. She get like supporting because good lord,
man,
the acting, everything with it was so well delivered, man. Oh my god.
All right, so we're gonna have to move on to the elephant in the room.
All right,
might as well. Look,
Yep,
right,
go ahead.
It's gonna have to be like a two-person discussion, man, because we gotta like at the same time we gotta kind of talk about Shuri and we gotta talk about Nakia.
The Alliance raid turned into
let's start with Nakia. How did you feel? Like, do you think Nakia was like?
I don't think
I won't say she wasn't impactful, but.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead.
I thought you were talking about like how Shuri was saying that she didn't come to the funeral and all that stuff. I don't
I'm gonna say that towards the end of the stream.
From the beginning, I didn't think that she was wrong. Well, no, this is just from the first.
Yeah, I ain't did that part. I didn't think she was, but I know some people think like she wasn't really impactful enough. I mean, She did find
Well,
Shuri.
Nakia really didn't have necessarily screen time. She was
I'm sure she'd appreciate praise from the
she's
Spectre
kind
who's
of a
chased her
supporting
down.
character from the background.
Yeah. So
You know,
I
it was the greetings that we seen her in Haiti when Shuri went to go and find
What do you
her,
need me to do?
and then
Is now a diplomat on the
the
citadel.
fact that when Shuri said,
And the Hanoi will go to
"I
ground
thought you
finding
were
the threat
gone.
of
I thought you went
Ingram.
back to Haiti already," and then she was like, "Well, I am Wakandan." Like it's stuff like that. Like she was just supporting. She was a supporting role in this movie. She wasn't
right.
necessarily a forefront character.
And for the record, not everyone
So
does
I
what
mean,
it
was
takes
she
to reach
not very impactful? Yeah, she really wasn't impactful, but that wasn't her position to play
Right.
in this movie. She wasn't really supposed to be impactful.
Right.
She's a retired spy. She told us, she already said that she wasn't going back to that.
Right.
Like,
So so I get, like I said, I want to say like I get that because we need, because even the Queen said, hey, I need you to find Shuri and I need you to find Reed, make sure they're alive and so bring them back to me. So it's like for that, like for me, I was like, okay, like she played her part. Even when we got to the final fight scene, she had a good
hey,
fight
her
scene, but
outfit, that costume that they had her in, that
bruh,
outfit they had her in,
hold on, that
was
costume she had
nice,
on,
dude.
good
That green and
lord,
gold.
God.
Oh my goodness, that was nice.
I love that outfit she got on, bruh. And matter of fact, she looked fine anyway. Did you see some of the pictures she had when they had the red carpet for Black Panther? Oh my gosh, she looked fine. That lady's
Look,
fine.
I wanted to talk about that, but yeah, no, you were
But no, I'm just not. You ain't got to. I'm gonna bring it up. Because I wanted to. I want to bring it up because that lady was fine to me. But other than that, she was like for the part she did. I think she was good for what she did.
Yeah, no, she
So
played her part.
she played her part. I'm not even mad. Like like I said, I get where people say again where they feel like she wasn't impactful enough, whatever the case being. But
Right.
here we are. It's like I see, like we said before in the first part. Like you gotta look at it. Stop looking at the surface. Look at it at face value and really take in the story.
Right.
And I really think that's what some people didn't truly understand with the movie. It's like they really didn't get it. So and that's what I feel like they really didn't understand the part of it was like, hey, this look, I get it. Like, 'cause remember we said the first part, this movie really is about paying homage to Chadwick. So it's celebrate his life and pretty much his life and his goals, whatever and whatnot. So that's what it is. But going to like, I'm gonna let you take over with the Shuri part though. I'm gonna let you because I'm pretty much in agreement with you in how you say.
Okay,
But go.
Shuri to me in this whole entire movie, she was kind of just like a lost little girl, honestly. Like I don't think that she really knew exactly how to feel, which you can't really blame somebody that really has been going through all this like
right
pain. But that's not my problem. Okay, this is really just kind of leading up to it, man. From the beginning, man. Like, you know, she prayed to Boston. She was like, you know, you give me this support to help me
I have some possible hits.
bring my brother through this illness and save him. I will be more in tune to, you know, the spiritual side, the traditional side of things. Which,
Personal records and pull his
okay, that right there
Right.
is that was a sense of hope that
Right.
Shuri had. I get
Right.
it. Everybody that's in a panic, first thing most people do is go to prayer.
Yeah.
Then you see her running out, you know, yelling at people and yelling at her IAI, like, hey, I need to get this done, So basically, she's working on the heart-shaped herb, trying to make an artificial one so that way she can save T'Challa. Doesn't really work. It's 27%, 29%, 23%. It's not going up over 30% at all.
Right.
Then she gets to like 29% or something like that, or 27%, like something like in the high 20s. She's like, just print it. So she goes and runs over to the printer. She grabs the heart-shaped herb from the artificial printer, and the queen comes in and just blank stare, blank look on her face. Shuri's like, what's going on? What? She kind of gets what happens at this point. She asks her AI, what is the heart rate on my brother? AI doesn't say anything for a second, and then it says, your brother, King T'Challa's heart rate is nowhere to be found. She breaks down. I get it. You just lost literally your best friend. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, I understand why she was so lost through the movie, but her actions really doesn't necessarily justify everything that should have been.
Right.
So, like, with me, that whole talk that she had with the Queen before they met Namor on the Riverside,
Yeah.
she was talking about how, if anything at all, I would, if it was up to me, I would burn this whole entire planet. I will burn the entire Earth for my brother to get him back. And now you're getting into from hope to like revenge and vengeance. Like you're not taking like the best steps to getting over your grief. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's when it kind of started making me lose interest. I'm like, this isn't really what the Black Panther stands for. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And I agree with that as well, especially when she had that talk with Namor, when Namor was saying like how the surface always take something away from people like that. Like with Namor's story, I get that. I get what
seen the last of your people get enslaved by
their
own people. It wasn't even
by their own right. So, but when it came to Shuri,
any other, race came to Central America to go on this. No, these people were speaking Spanish. They were talking a Hispanic dialect and enslaving your people. Yeah, I get it. I get where that hate will come from. You know what I'm saying? You seeing this in front of your face, and then being called the boy without love. Oh man, dude, I would snap. 7 years old, and you sitting here telling me that I don't have nobody here anymore?
And then the crazy thing, like then you look at Shuri, like she, and again, I get story wise, I get it, but Shuri, you literally have people who's
really care for you. Like, it's not like you're alone in this world. Like, you have M'Baku. He's already kind of shown his presence to you. You know what I'm saying? And told you, like, if there's anything that you need help with, I got you.
Right.
I got Nakia. She's basically a sister to you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You still had Okoye, basically like another good friend of yours. Like, you're not left alone. You know, it's not
right. You're like
the whole
exactly
world just went dark around you. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I get it. It was a dark time for her, but I feel like when she said like I want to burn the world, I was like, yeah, not really.
I'm like, dude, that's so dark. Like that was so dark for a Black Panther, because Black Panther is supposed to stand for like hope and like all these like
right.
Really good prideful emotions that people need in a dire time, and it's just like, oh well, I'm supposed to be the next.
Because how many times Shuri kept saying like, "There's no Black Panther. There's no Black Panther." She literally kept saying almost through the whole film, especially when they got captured.
Yeah, and then she started talking about like the Black Panther is a relic.
Yeah, so it's like
she didn't want to accept that whole role as the Black Panther. She really didn't want to be queen. If you noticed that, she didn't even really want to be a princess.
She really did avoid.
Leave me alone.
Right, leave me alone. I want to talk about queen. I want to talk about I didn't want to talk about my brother. And to be fair, like I get when you lose a death with like, especially with a close loved one, it's like how can you relate with that? Even with the mother with the queen, she's like, I'm good. I don't feel like talking about it. Legit. It's like that's how she felt. It's like I'm good. I don't want to talk about it. So again, I maybe they would have wrote it in a different way, because again, like even even when Shuri drank the herb, and she
okay, I'm glad that she's talking about that now, because that was gonna be the next thing that I'll bring up.
Yeah, so then I think this for everybody had an issue with, including me. But story wise, I see why they did it. But she saw when when you drank the herb, you go to the ancestral plane, and you meet the one who you cherish the most. Like T'Challa saw his father, he cherished his father the most. So you would thought or think you would see T'Challa or the Queen, because when Shuri came to that plane, she like it was the throne room. It wasn't a little forest area like you saw in the first Black Panther. She's like brother. I was like
all gold,
all gold, and she said brother. I was like, oh bet we at least got maybe get Chadwick in this final scene or something. But she saw now again. Michael B. Jordan wanted to come out of respect for Chadwick, which I think was pretty good. But she see Killmonger. I'm like, what? It was like, ain't you supposed to see like your mom or something?
Yeah, I didn't know what was going on, and then they started playing that really ominous music for a second. You heard that, right?
Yeah,
it was like really low tone, ominous music.
Yeah.
And then when Killmonger really gets up and starts talking to Shuri, it's like he's filling her with so much rage.
Yeah.
But, I get why they did that because of the character that Shuri was trying to become for herself.
Right.
Okay. So I'm glad you got that out of the way. So did you notice something about when she took the heart-shaped herb versus when T'Challa took it or Killmonger took it?
Refresh my memory because I probably can't remember. Yeah, refresh my memory.
It's such a small detail, but I'm gonna tell you what I think. This is just my whole little theory on this, okay?
Okay.
When T'Challa took the heart-shaped herb, he basically just got up. He was looking around for a second, and then he turned around because his dad got his attention. Remember?
Yeah. Okay, I do remember that.
Okay, and then he was in the ancestral plane.
Right.
So when Killmonger did it, he opened the door to the apartment. And
okay. I think I see where you're going. I think I see where you're going with this.
Okay.
But keep going.
She swims up out of the water.
Oh, she swam from out the water. That's right.
Okay. And I think that this might have went over some people's heads. Maybe I'm just reaching with this, but remember, she infused the heart-shaped herb with the bracelet from the vibranium.
Yeah.
Okay. You remember what Namor stood for? He wants
the child without love.
Yeah, he wants to kill everyone. He's the dark side of the moon, basically. He worries about vengeance. He wants revenge on everybody. He wants to kill everybody. That part of the infusion, I felt like took her to Killmonger.
You know what? That could definitely be the case.
That's what I was holding back.
I don't think that's too far of a stretch as you're saying it.
Because look, T'Challa when he got up, he was dressed in all white.
All white.
And he gets up from sitting on the floor. Killmonger, basically same thing. He just literally walks into the room and he sees his dad. Nothing crazy. But Shuri literally takes his heart-shaped herb. She goes into her coma and wakes up underwater.
Yep.
She got the bracelet from the people, the water people.
She got from the. Yeah.
Right. So that infusion kind of, I think, took her to the wrong place.
But that's just crazy.
Yep.
It was and the fact that her mind probably wasn't in the right place, but I don't think that she necessarily wanted to see Killmonger, and I think that's why she was so surprised to see him on the other side of that throne.
Yeah.
We're taking you into custody.
But I think that it had a lot to do with that bracelet, bro.
Yeah, I think it did too, because like remember everything that, because I think she was so full of rage. Because again, going back to like you said with T'Challa, he wasn't filled with rage when he saw his dad. He didn't agree what his dad did to his.
She was more sad and sorrowful than anything else. I'm telling you, it's the infusion from the bracelet. It wasn't necessarily her rage.
I think it's like maybe fusion. I think that's it. I think how she felt. I think she felt like sorrow and rage, and then that rage came out when she saw Killmonger. Again, like I said, Killmonger's putting that seed in, just like
he started planting that seed into her. Like,
yeah,
what are you really gonna do? Are you gonna be prideful like your brother, or are you gonna be vengeful and like your good cousin or whatever? Like he was sitting there just talking all this trash to her, like really just trying to like.
Take down the collectors. And she just gave
because he really planted those seeds, and I'm like, man, I was like, cause then you look at Shuri's Black Panther outfit. It was like most like it did have her little tribal tattoos or tribal paint.
She took the Killmonger. She took the Killmonger.
But yeah, she got that gold on there.
Because remember, she picked up the regular Black Panther helmet.
Yeah.
She like put it back down and went over to the Killmonger side of the little Killmonger stand and grabbed the gold helmet.
Yep.
Which I get because if you look at it in the comics, her suit, man, her suit in the comics looks
also
nice
in the comics. Her suit in the comics looks a whole lot better than it is. Again, this doesn't mean not really.
It was silver and black, and it had like a little fur collar on.
Yeah, I was hoping. Yeah, I was kind of hoping for something similar to that, but you know, you get what you get with it. And
look, I'm not mad.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm definitely not mad about it. I was like,
you got it for like 10 minutes, and that was it. But
really, that's it because you saw her with her when she came to see M'Baku. Then we saw it at the final battle. I think that was it.
Which I really didn't know what was going to conspire with that too.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I really thought they were going to get the fighting.
Yeah, like okay, so I haven't brought the fight now. What I did like think about those who ever played Spider-Man Miles Morales. Like Miles still don't know how to. He's learning how to be Spider-Man, but you look at some of his moves in that game. He's still trying to balance things out, make it work. And so that's why I feel like with Shuri, because again, remember with T'Challa, he had a lot more time to hone his skills.
He was trained from like a little boy.
Yeah, and so, he got Shuri. She's still more tech based fighting. So, her fights wasn't really refined or like that. So that's why she used her little sonic cannons and whatnot and stuff like that. So again, I think a lot of people also complain about that. I think how they did was cool, but look, because the Namor was beating her tail.
Mm-hmm.
Beating her tail. So that's why I was like, I ain't mind that. Because Shuri, I knew Shuri, like, I'll probably be more upset if she's like, oh, she got all this fight skill for drinking the herb. But no, this showed that she wasn't really ready for that. She didn't have that type of trend that T'Challa had. So I think that was pretty cool. Like the end fight and stuff like that. It was all right. It wasn't the best. Like I said, the best fight scene was with Atuma and Okoye on the bridge. That's the best fight scene. Even when she had her rematch with Atuma, it's still like in the midnight in her little armor midnight angel outfit or how do you call it? And I'm like, this ain't. It was for what it's worth. It was good. Like I said, but I still gotta talk about Ironheart suit Mach 2. Good Lord, that thing looked amazing. Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed.
So that's kind of side note. I know this isn't really Black Panther related, but I really wonder how they're gonna do this series now. Because you remember Shuri said that she can't take the suit.
Yeah.
But
again, that gives it up because what I was hoping for. All right, go ahead.
What if Shuri packed a little extra something in their car that she told her that's gonna be at her house before she even gets there? You remember because they rebuilt her dad's car, but the only thing that they did was look under the hood, and she was like, "Oh, this is nice, da 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 da." My dad's car, blah blah blah. She was like, "It's gonna be in Ohio before you even get there."
What about you?
Man, look, there's a little something in the trunk for her that we don't know yet. Maybe some starter tech or something that she actually let, Riri either keep or she put together herself.
That could be, again, that could be more interesting in the show. Cause we don't know. Like, is she gonna rebuild a whole new iron suit? Because like people forget. Because in the comic books, Tony Stark, and I know Tony's not in this one, which I hope they still mention. Because in the comics, Tony Stark did help make Riri's second iron.
They did renew his contract, but I don't know exactly for what though. So
I think I remember in Civil War he had that contract talking about like student loans or something like that. So I'm not Yeah, I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah, I
But
just
I
know
know
that
it has some.
he ended up signing another contract with Disney to do other projects
Other parts, so maybe
with
because
MCU. So I don't know if that other project is going to be
so
anything to
maybe
do
back
with
it could.
Ironheart.
But so this one I'm thinking. So it's one of those projects, him being playing a hologram of himself, because that's what it was in the comics. He was like a hologram of himself, helping Riri better her armor. So again, it could be that. So I don't know. I want it to be that. I think it'd be good with the fence. I know how Kevin Feige. He always says like he always want to do something like he gonna use the comic, but he sometimes like to tweak things a little bit.
Right.
So so yeah. So other than that, I think Riri was really good in this. I just hope when they do her show, like this again, like when they do the show, at least we gotta be reintroduced to the character. We know she's here now.
Right, right.
So
And once again, still part of Phase 4, still introducing new characters.
yeah, because like that
Um,
because the official end of Phase 4 is the Guardians Christmas special.
right.
That's the official end of the phase.
I understand.
All right, so
So
we're gonna talk about it, man. I think we're at this point.
all right,
At this point now, we're
all right.
gonna
I'm gonna let you go ahead and start it off, bro. I'm gonna let
talk
you
about
go
the
ahead and
villain
do
of
it.
this movie.
Yeah, yeah,
All right. So
You will.
Nakia ends up going back to Haiti.
right,
When everything's all kind of settled in, they go back. Final battle was kind of put on a ship, so everybody went back and sailed back to Wakanda. Um,
Have you had any
After
dealings
a
with the
while, they
Wilson
don't
family?
necessarily show it, but next thing you know, Shuri's actually on the back of a old farmer's truck, going down this dirt road, and she ends up going back to Haiti to meet
right,
back up with Nakia. And this time she's kind of dressed a little different. She's kind of dressed like she's on
right,
vacation. She got a little book bag with her and everything, and don't necessarily know exactly what's going on. But then she ends up going to Nakia. Nakia's like, hey, I got everything ready for you. I'll be out there in a second. And Shuri's like, no, I gotta do this myself.
yeah.
So basically,
Uh,
at that point, she finally did the ritual that her mom has taught her. You burn the clothes for a funeral to move on and to cherish people that are still with you. So Shuri has kind of, at this point, come to terms. Now, at the end of this movie now, she's actually become the person that she should have been through the whole entire movie.
Not gonna lie, I
But
did cry when they showed when they showed Chadwick again. I'm not gonna lie, they showed all the
yeah,
shit they had to
so
do.
she goes down to
That
the beach and she puts the clothes in the fire and it starts showing all these little flashbacks of T'Challa, and yeah, that kind of hurt me, man.
yeah,
That kind of hurt me, man.
it hurt.
Why?
That would have
And
been.
then they started playing that song by Rihanna, which, man, if y'all haven't seen
Oh,
it, if y'all haven't heard
can
it,
we speak on this for a hot second? Cause
yeah,
from what you told me, cause I really did. I'm not lying, y'all. I forgot Rihanna had her own little clothing line or stuff like. I did not know that, and and it slipped my mind. I said, dang, she didn't. That's like when I heard when I heard the
yeah.
song.
So okay, the whole thing with Rihanna and Black Panther, it is actually kind of a big deal. So anybody that follows Rihanna, y'all know that she kind of took a break from her music and she was working directly
Right.
on her clothing and her makeup line, Savage X Fenty. And because it was doing so well, and then she ends up getting in a relationship with ASAP, and then they have a baby.
Be careful.
So,
Right.
I think her baby's a couple months old now and everything, and she really didn't necessarily have a need to come back to music. She was just working on her clothing line. Now, apparently, I think it was either Kevin Feige or Ryan Coogler or both of them approached Rihanna and was like, hey, we need you to do a song for Black Panther. This is 6 years of a hiatus that Rihanna had from music. So it's a big deal for a lot of her fans to
Yeah,
wait.
yeah.
She's come back to music now, you know what I'm saying? Which, look, to me, that's not a bad thing at all. Her music is actually
It's
pretty
not
good.
because like it's like I was like, oh, Rihanna's here. I was like, wait, what? I was like, cause I was shocked because like first of all the music was great, but I was like, yo, this song like I was so far gone that she was doing her clothes. I did wonder where it happened to her. Like, then what she doing? I didn't know she working on her own
She
clothesline,
was really just working on her, all her stuff, the other stuff that she had going on, and the baby and everything else too.
Man, that song was actually good.
Dude,
again.
Okay, look. Side note: if y'all haven't heard anything like any ballad from Rihanna, this is literally up there with all the rest of her ballads.
Yeah.
So, yeah, nah. I mean, fool. But so I heard the song and I watched the video before the movie even came out. But watching it, listening to it in the movie is a whole nother feeling that you get. But I did tell the truth something this morning that kind of threw me too. So apparently, one of the composers and the lyricist from this song was actually Ryan Coogler himself.
Hey, Commander. Nice to see you down here in the
that man multi-talented right there.
I'm like, yo, I would never have guessed.
Same.
I would never have guessed. If y'all haven't heard the song, look, go listen to it. It's actually a really good song.
Just soldiers.
But
It's
man,
really good.
okay, going back to it. So they were playing.
Going back.
And then it goes to the credits, the stylized credits. So you see all the the main people getting their credits and everything. And then it goes back to Nakia coming out with this little boy. It looks like one of her students. Sure, just sitting there trying to dry her face up really quick because she kind of hears Nakia coming. So she turns around, looks back, drying off her face. Nakia starts talking to her. And she basically talks about, apologizing again, like, hey, I'm really sorry that I missed the funeral, but Tyler and I have talked about this already. And no, even before that, she was like, I want you to meet somebody.
Yep.
So
I wanted you to meet somebody.
So she ends up introducing Shuri to the little boy, which his name is Toussaint. Here's the big kicker that kind of was like, oh, you have a heart? No, let me go ahead and just melt this into a boiling pot of nothing. Toussaint is Shuri's nephew.
Yep. The little boy said, can you keep a secret? He said, can you keep a secret?
Hold on.
Okay.
So she's sitting here telling this is your nephew, da. Then she apologizes for not being at the wedding, and this is the reason why. It's because I have my son, and T'Challa and I did not want to raise him in Wakanda. We wanted him to be raised outside of Wakanda to have a really good upbringing, and then go back to Wakanda later on.
And not they did it not to put pressure on him to take the throne. They just wanted him to live like.
They just wanted him to live a regular life and learn and experience everything. So that's why she moved to Haiti. That's why she missed the funeral, was because T'Challa said that he didn't want her or his son at her funeral. So Shuri ends up crying again, tries to dry her eyes off, and then says, did my mom see him? Nakia said yes. She's met him.
That's why. So hold on. That's why the queen said, my family's not dead, they're gone. You gotta remember that line. That's what she said.
And also, that's another reason why the queen has never questioned Nakia in the movie, saying, why have we seen you in so long? She wasn't sitting in her face about it, because Nakia is actually a really big asset to Wakanda.
Yep.
The queen left her alone because of that reason. She already knew the whole entire time. It's just Shuri was left in the dark with this.
Yep.
So.
My pleasure.
Okay, Shuri. Now.
Okay. Then the little boy had a secret. He's like, "Can you keep a secret?" And that's what he said. Is it help me out here, Mike? Like what was like a?
He was like, no, wait. Before that, so Shuri was like, oh, your name's Hassan. That's a really cool name. And he was like, yeah, what's your name? And he was like, oh, my name is Shuri. She was like, he was like, oh, that's a cool name, I guess. And then that's when he was like, can you keep a secret? And she was like, yeah. And the boy's like, Toussaint's not my real name. And Shuri asked him in Wakandan, who are you? Basically, just like how they did Killmonger.
Yep.
And the boy literally sits here and responds, I am Prince T'Challa,
Prince T'Challa.
son of King T'Challa. I freaking lost. I was like,
Yeah, that's really what I. That's what really where I really balled at because I was like, no. I'm like,
yeah,
no. No, it wasn't good because I wasn't expecting that.
I do. I don't
So
think anybody was expecting that at all.
Won't matter where I'm sitting.
so
But
oh
yeah,
yeah,
no.
that
So T'Challa's still alive, everybody. He did technically get recasted as
On Omega.
another
and
person, but it's not what you guys think it was.
Eclipse in check.
So
so
yeah,
yeah,
now
man.
think about it. True,
What's that?
he might be part of the Young Avengers too.
I hope so because like because because that's the main thing that matter of fact.
Do that.
Let's talk about this right quick. Let's talk about this for a hot second because I feel like the future of Marvel is going to be okay now, especially because the main thing that me and Mike has always talked about was Young Avengers. Just one of them.
It's leading up to it, man.
It's definitely leading up to it.
Nobody said anything about it. Kevin Feige hasn't said nothing about no Young Avengers.
Right.
No one has said anything about the Young Avengers at all. But
Meet with Nara.
it's literally getting thrown in our face. If you look at it, a lot of these younger stars
There is incognito
are starting to come up. Wiccan, we got Kate Bishop,
Kate Bishop,
young
Miss
T'Challa.
Kamala Khan.
Even Shuri. Shuri is still technically could be part of the Young Avengers.
Right.
Kamala Khan, America Chavez.
Megan Chavez.
We got a lot of people from this.
We got
phase
we
that came
got a
from
lot.
Young Avengers.
We got a lot. So it's now I will admit like with
Scar.
Hawkeye God I can't forget. Yeah, so I can't forget that. So it's coming. It's like it's coming, man. Like I said, I don't know in the next phase, maybe in phase 6, I don't know, but it's coming, man. Because good God, like I can't express enough how good. What they did made this movie watchable. There is some, and yes, there is some not good parts in there. And is this movie better than the first Black Panther? No. I like at first I was saying that this was better than Black Adam. No, it's really not. But I did love.
We do have a stream coming up on Friday.
Yeah, Friday. We are talking about
Definitely
we are.
look into that.
Yeah. Please look into that. I do like what the movie did for Chadwick though. Like my only issues is like with Shuri, even like again with Namor, that's more of a nitpick, but by them telling a decent story with it. It was okay. It was passable, so it made it work for me.
It was a story that was told as best as it possibly can.
Yeah. Like I said,
a lot of
that's
stuff
why
kind of sort of happened in the comics, just other ways.
Yeah.
But I mean, it was the best story they could possibly do, and I really feel like if T'Challa was still, Black Panther, I feel like we probably would have gotten the X-Men a little bit sooner.
Yeah. I that's what I'm thinking. Like
it would have been told a little bit different.
Yeah, that's really what I agree with. I think if Chad was still alive, it would have been a completely story. We probably say, "Oh, this was better than the first one." But again, you gotta do. Sometimes you deal with the cards you've been dealt with,
Right.
and again they dealt with a lot. Like I said, this is not a bad movie as people making it out to be. It's not bad. It's definitely, to me, it's a definite watch. It's enjoyable. Like I said, you gotta take it where you can take it at.
Mhm.
But it's not bad, y'all.
You two could save lives.
No, I'm definitely going to watch it.
It's a definite watch, man. Because it's a good watch, man. Like I said, you probably like if I'll say this: if you don't want to go in theaters and watch it, wait till it come on Disney Plus. Then you can watch it. And you have your own little take in it. But yeah, it's definitely a watch, man. And like I said, I don't believe, and the one thing me and Mike has always said with this phase in particular, we are in a transitional phase, which is really it is really over. But no, like but we got the Guardians Holiday Special, but introducing some of these new heroes, it's kind of ended now. It really is. Cause we got Quantum Mania in February next year. We're gonna see we actually gonna see what's his name, Daughter in action, which I'm actually kind of excited about. So again, right now we gonna get the action stuff like that. That stuff is gonna happen. It just people just was so used to Marvel coming here with these big time action stuff, but like with this phase of hey, like She-Hulk, like even though how they feel about She-Hulk, like they told a story where she didn't want to be a superhero. It could have gone better in other areas. It could, but I'm gonna say that for nothing. But before we get ready to end this off, now I showed Mike this particular list.
Oh God. Okay.
I showed Mike this particular list.
Let me just say something before we start about this.
Okay.
I didn't think it's true. Let's talk about this.
I'm just giving a little preview. I can get this a little.
So real quick, probably before the New Year's, True and I are actually gonna come up with our own list from what we're actually going to talk about right now. This is not our list, okay? Do not.
This is not our list, but
don't say that, okay? Because this list right here is just. Okay. Go ahead. Go ahead, True. Go ahead.
Okay. So this is not our list. So the person who made this list, this is just his personal. There's nothing concrete. So I told Mike about this list, and bruh. I wish I was there to hear it. We probably talk more about it once we actually do the list. But after the Guardians of the Galaxy, holiday special come up, me and Mike will get together. We're gonna make a list together, and we're gonna pick what was the best and what was the worst of this phase. And it was so funny. It was so funny. We gotta wrap up. So after the Guardian special, me and him gonna get together. We're gonna work on this list. I'm gonna make notes. We more or less may do a live stream for it, just so we can talk about it. But yes, so that's the thing that's coming. So again, Friday, guys, make sure you check in for the Black Adam reaction to. I hope y'all enjoyed this one because again, we want like the first thing we want to do talk about the whole thing, but we have things to do. We want to do it yesterday. We had things to do. So I hope y'all enjoyed this. By all means, please, y'all, give Black Panther a chance. Yeah, I'm not saying it's the best, but please at least give it a chance. And you ready to hear me say that about anything? Like, I would tell you, y'all like to go watch it, but I want y'all to give this a chance. Because, like, how they treated Chadwick, like, some of the characters got big time character growth, all that. But yeah, Mike, any last word before we wrap this up, bro?
Man, no, man, I'm kind of excited for this Black Panther. I'm sorry, the Black Adam stream.
I can really
as well. Look, I've been on these streams long enough that you guys know I'm not a big DC fan. But
he's not. He's really not the biggest DC. I think the only time you say you like DC, I think was the Snyder Cut.
The Snyder Cut was good.
Yeah, that's the only time I remember hearing something about that.
Yeah, you guys got to hear my opinion on Black Adam. I think you guys might really enjoy that.
Yeah, I think you guys will enjoy that because, he's not the biggest DC fan, and I'm happy that when he saw Black Adam, I was like, yes, I can finally talk to him about it now.
True was waiting on that, man. I was like, hey, True.
I was waiting on it so hard. Y'all just don't understand. I was waiting, but anyways, guys, we're gonna wrap this up. Hashtag me Corey's Kitchen, guys. Again, please tune in for the Black Adam.
Wait.
We got.
I'm gonna do it.
You done? Okay.
Okay, so Joe brought up a list a couple.
Oh,
I'm gonna at least read you this list that this person has put together himself.
Go ahead.
This is not our list. Okay, but these
Okay,
are
this all right. I'm gonna let everybody do this.
Phase
Like,
4 ranked best to worst without Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special in this list. Okay,
okay.
not our list.
Now these are movies and shows. These are movies and shows. That's one that you know.
All right.
All right, go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
So this is from 1 to 16. I'm just gonna go ahead and read these out in order. I can't believe these words are leaving my lips in this order. True. Oh my goodness. I might need to go do a prayer after this or something, man. Okay.
Okay.
So, starting number 1, we got Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. Then we got Spider-Man: No Way Home.
Disrespect.
Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. WandaVision. Werewolf by Night. Moon Knight. Loki Season 1. Black Widow. Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Number 10 is What If, Season 1. Miss Marvel. Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness at number 12.
That need to be higher.
Hawkeye. Eternals. She-Hulk. And then Thor: Love and Thunder being the absolute worst project from Phase 4.
Mind you, this is not our list. This is not our list. This is not our list.
If you guys want to, feel free to comment. Let us know exactly what you guys think about the list. Okay, this is not a list.
This is not our list. This is not our list. We're letting you know right now. This is not our list. So
I just had to get that out there. That's just somebody else's thoughts, which everybody's entitled to their own thoughts. Everybody's entitled to their own thoughts. So yeah, true. We wrapping this up, right?
Yeah, we wrapping this up. So anyways, #Victoria'sKitchen, guys. Y'all stay ready. We'll see y'all next video.